to school the past 3 years for what they say would be more stable, which they're not wrong, it would be. But I wasn't happy doing that. I was just stressed all the time. And I would get depressed. I would have like seasonal depression. So it was a learning curve, but it was also a very good experience. I don't regret it. I don't think I wasted time. I feel like everything happened at the time that it was supposed to happen. Like everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. Like time runs its own course, and it happens the way everything should. And you meet people along the way it's supposed to be. So I don't regret it, but I'm just glad that I finally passed that course of life and I can finally begin the next chapter. And this is my next chapter, which is pursuing my passions now. And also, when whatever I was studying before to be stable, it's also not a bad idea, because the way I was also planning it was I would eventually go do what I want to do. And also for like acting or for like modeling and more like creative arts, that kind of field, you don't really need to go to college for that. You don't need a degree for that. Or even if you're trying to, let's say, be a cinematographer or go into the film aspect to be like a producer, you don't need to have a college degree for that. So it's not necessary. You just need to have the skill sets and the knowledge. Maybe take classes, like various classes here and there. But yeah, that's more about talent, skill sets, and knowledge. So right now I am taking classes so that I can hone my craft, because I do need that. And everything is a learning experience. So back to what I was saying before about studying something that will give you a more stable job and a stable income first, like IT or finance or whatnot, whatever you want to, whatever. It's not a bad idea. This alley looks sketchy, so I'm turning back around.
Exactly. So you do have like some stuff.
It's not a bad idea to study that first, which is why when I went to Miami, I was working in finance. So the way I was going to plan it, because I still wanted to be an actor and pursue my passions, but I didn't have the funds for it. So I went to Miami. I got my license to work in finance, and I did that. And it paid the bills, but I was stressed as fuck. Like, I would never ever go back to that. I would never ever go back to that job. It was stable. It was lucrative. But I would never go back to working that job, because it's not about the money. It didn't matter how stable I was. I was not happy, like, at all. But it's okay to do that and then use that stable job and stable income to fund your passions. That's also not a bad idea. Like if you went into finance and then you use that to fund your passions. Let's say your passion is music, or you want to be a music producer. I know a lot of friends who they want to make music. They want to be an artist or a producer. Like, you still need a separate job on the side to fund your passions. This is how it is for people who are more creative. So people in the creative arts, people who have a more creative side, you're still gonna need another job as you kick off on your journey until you get to the place where you don't need that job anymore. But that's how it's always gonna be. So yeah, creative people are hustlers. We're the biggest hustlers. Okay, now that I'm Excuse me. Trev 101, your passion is William Shakespeare. No, my passion is not William Shakespeare. I was just talking about it because someone else commented about how they did Macbeth in high school. I just ran off on a tangent about Shakespeare and how dark it is.
I don't think so. I know. I went to his sleep like 4 o'clock in the morning. And Aaron Bethers is still up.
He can hang.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I told you that mom thing.
There was a 25th birthday that would be like ideal for me. This was like this is what he said.
I'm trying to catch up with the comments because I forgot where I left off. Have you been walking around since yesterday? Said Peekaboo. No, I'm gonna be doing this every day because I go to training and then I get off in the evenings and I have to walk. So yes, I will be walking like this every evening. 잠깐만.
She went to the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Raneen, culinary stylist. Someone enlighten me because I'm stupid. I think I know what a culinary stylist is, but I don't really. Balancing a stable job and passions is so hard. This is so true. This is what I was talking about, like people who are more on the creative side and they want to pursue their creative passions, like what you call.
One time to check it out.
I forgot the term what it is, but especially artists, yeah. But it's good because if you're still pursuing your passions, you have a piece of you that's still happy. Because back when I was in Miami and I was working in finance, I wasn't doing anything acting related or anything related to my passions just because that job was so hardcore. Like,